Hey everyone, it's Friff. I'm actually hosting Plastic Instruments Monthly for once, so that's cool. Welcome to our October episode. We've got a large wave of accomplishments this month, so let's get right into it. Let's get right into the biggest of boys, of course, as yours truly FC'd Rush E, an awkwardly charted old meme that did not seem possible whenever SI uploaded it in 2018. Also, I FC'd the PC Player SH quiz, which is kinda tough, I guess, 26,000 notes and all, but enough about me, let's get into the community's accomplishments. Starting off, we have the real savage Jeff absolutely destroying all rhythm games at the moment, as he FC'd a three-legged workhorse on Rock Band 3 and got the second ever I by Meshuggah FC on Clone Hero. Absolutely disgusting work by Jeff, and I'm looking forward to what he pulls off next. Moving along, we have ENV putting on a clinic as he FC'd the verified customs folder chart of DNA Uber Solo 9, which in itself is a mini ripoff of Solus 6 with more focus on sliding and trilling, obtained the second ever FC of Clowns a Dibble Dabble, previously only done by Shimoui, FC'd WTF Patterns Level 2 on 190% speed, something that is blisteringly fast, and even FC'd Waving My Dick in the Wind at 150, which is obviously the best FC out of this bunch. Ian's truly proving his top player position here, so keep an eye out for what he shakes up the community with next. Next up, we got Shimoui, who of course put out some of the most absurd FCs ever this month. First off, we have Welcome to the Scalacost 150, which he FC'd, and then Real Savage Jeff FC'd as well minutes later, which was cool. Next, we have Consequences 125, which has 120 notes per second quints at the tail end of the song. Why? He also put out the first ever FC of Crystalline, which was celebrated and premiered in a cool Twitch stream that allowed chatters to post emotes as the FC was shown. Very, very appropriate for this caliber of song. To end October, he FC'd Halloween Patterns 4 Plus on 150, which is honestly an incredible FC to end the month off on. Carnuloid Jaredski also put out some bangers this week with the first ever FC of Rattlesnakes, which I believe is the first time a Shimoui chart has been FC'd by someone other than Shimoui. So props for that. But not stopping there, he got the second ever FC of Patterns 2++, a transition speed and technicality nightmare by Schmutz. So, awesome work, Jared. Something we neglected to mention last week that deserves a mention from Jared here, he started up a Clone Hero podcast alongside Shimoui called the Chadcast. The live broadcast has gone up every Saturday, and the VODs get uploaded to his Carney Jared Clips channel. I even participated in an episode with Ian, so while I may be biased, you should definitely check out the podcast. Getting into the 6th fret side of things, the king of them all, Dasu, FC'd Jordan on 150% speed. I don't even know what to say about this FC, primarily because I haven't touched 6th fret myself in a very long time, but also, how could Dasu read this? He's absolutely solidified himself as the greatest 6th fret player of all time, so props to him, but my gosh, what the heck. Moving back into 5th fret, we have Mackie, who FC'd Fear of Dark Solo Medley, which was the last song needed to full game FC the Bit Crusher community setlist. Then we have Explorer, who FC'd Synth Battle vs Pixel GH and Destination by Jarvis, both of which are disgusting FCs that are criminally underrated. LeafGreenHD has been making a silent comeback in the background and grinding various tappy songs, but this month he did shock people by FC'ing Prevail, which is fantastic. I believe that's 4th ever? It's uploaded on his 2nd channel too, which is just hilarious to me. He's truly not washed up on a genetic game. A few slightly obscure accomplishments this month come from Rob GHH with the Dirty Pool 175% speed FC, a strumming gauntlet with awkward chord fretting, and JRH with an illusory sense double notes and dropless to Saints FC, which is one of the stranger FCs I've seen on this game. Darkly also got a pretty snazzy FC of Death Piano from Guitar Hero X2, which is a pretty tough to read and tough to play tap note hellscape. Along with a difficult chart, Darkly hardly ghosted at all, making this an incredibly satisfying accomplishment. The best Clone Hero player in the world! Jarvis 9999, Greystar Community with an FC of GHX1 Solo Medley level 5, all strums. This is ridiculous. It's hard to explain with anything other than just look at it. Jarvis's all strums ability is absolutely disgusting. Some played anthems have also fallen this month, one of which being Endgame by Meta AXS, getting FC'd by Ethan GH. Following Meta AXS fashion, this song has a lot of slow patience testing parts, but pretty difficult solos, the first of which also featured in the Olympian. The other being the first documented keyboard FC of Universes by Matty Atzi, so that's fantastic. Up next, we have everybody's favorite tapping toddler, Borealis, who has now found a drum set and seems to have obtained a nice, simple, painkiller double bass pro drums FC. Jokes aside, this chart is particularly difficult due to the killer fills that pop up in the intro and outro of this song. Even if Borealis claims that this is a 3-section song, it's still always an insane FC to see, so give it a watch. Speaking of killer pain, this next accomplishment was brought to you by a faulty capture card. To explain, 6-Stream Cal has gotten the first ever documented FC of dirty deeds done dirt cheap. What's unfortunate is that before the song has even fully played though, Cal's capture card crashed, resulting in one of the only times that a song has been documented and not documented at the same time. In the rock band world, we have a one-man band FC of On and On by Ace Zero. This FC, while itself isn't the most incredible one-man band FC, it does a great job highlighting just how lucrative and sweaty of an accomplishment going for a one-man band FC of any song really is. So great job, Ace. I feel as if this video needs a breath of fresh air at this point, so here's an objectively cool FC from DJ Hero. Objection Funk, done by Mad Gamer. Mad Gamer said that it's make DJ Hero over, so props to Mad Gamer. And to wrap up the personal accomplishments section, we have the first ever on-disc FC of Homecoming on Green Day Rock Band, as done by Mike BT. And I believe that's the last we'll see of this song. And I guess Chris Body got it too. Neat. Anyways, that should definitely be the last time we'll ever hear of this song. Oh, really? So, you just waited all this time to FC, and now you're just gonna do it all at once. Congratulations. 2021, sure. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's go over some of the montages and mini-tages that has happened throughout October. Starting off, we have Abby's cool little precision mode mini-tage that'll have all the plates running for their silverware drawers. Speaking of mini-tages, here are some of the other mini-tages that dropped this month. As for montages, we have X-Spiked dropping a montage that took him over 2 months of solid work and features some of his best clips. And we also got Memoria's Insane GH montage, which is an insane montage. However, Memoria smells because this montage was actually done on Clone Hero, therefore the montage is now invalid. And lastly for montages, we have one of the more groundbreaking keyboard montages ever in Matage, which features some sections that shouldn't be possible on keyboard, and some methods that are just downright head-scratching, but they got the job done nonetheless. Of course, for the new month, that brings new set lists, and for October, there were some major waves being made for this. Of course, there are some standard CSC monthly packs that get released, however, on top of that, they also released the CSC New Beat Pack, number 1. But quite possibly the most notable set list to be released this month was the return of GHX with Guitar Hero X2 being released, including so many solo medleys I don't think we'll ever see Randy again. Of course, these aren't the only set lists that have been released recently, as these set lists have also been released in the last month. There's been a bit of a renaissance of sorts for Guitar Hero 3 squeezing and score grinding, as Guitar Hero Rock secured the first place overall score on Score Hero's Guitar Hero 3 leaderboards. UCOG Monkey previously held this title since 2014, making Guitar Hero Rocks the reigning, defending, undisputed nerd. Not to be outdone by a wise moose though, Kyle Ruth has been grinding optimal squeezes on every single Guitar Hero 3 song, currently holding either first place or tied first place on every song leaderboard, except for 1 and Through the Fire and Flames. If he can get first place scores for 1 in Flames, he'll undoubtedly hold first place overall, but for now, the grind must go on. Thank you all for watching this episode of Plastic Instruments Monthly. We will be back at the same time next month. Have a day! Oh, and Aside played Clone Hero on television with T-Pain.